I am so excited to talk to you because this is such a sweet and now beloved series. Where do we pick up with our Rovi in season two of WondLa?
Well, Rovi is not physically doing so well. But I will say this. Here's the positive part about where we pick up with Rovi. He has gone through some great transformations from being just this cranky, get away from me kid with Eva to really becoming more of a best friend and father figure uh, to her. We will get to see some kind of 360 with Eva and her relationship with Rovner. He's has to be a little bit more vulnerable because she really goes to bat for him in season 2. He's on some tough times, but he's going to be okay. I hope. I hope, Jamie.
My fingers are crossed for him, especially this beautiful relationship that he has developed with Eva over the seasons. Have you and Janine sort of spent so much time to flesh out that thing, or did you guys find that the editing is so beautiful that it's just there when you guys are filming separately, even?
Can I tell you something, Ms. Jamie Steinberg? So when we first started recording, first of all, the journey just to get to where we are with Rovender and the series itself, we've made a lot of changes. Um, Rovender's voice used to sound very different. There was a lot of his own language in there, still is from time to time. We still have a lot of his own language in there. So there's episodes where I may have recorded 5, 6, 7 different times as we were exploring Rovender's voice. So with that development, with that development of the all of the changes and re-recording stuff from time to time, I have never once recorded with Janine ever. What I have done many times is go, would you play me what she just laid down? Because she has such good emotion in her voice and such good acting. I wanted to really make sure that I was in that same emotional place that she was, or at least understood exactly where she was. So I would often ask Bob's, hey, can you play me what she was doing right here? Because a lot of times it's the casting director, I mean, I'm sorry, the director reading with you just to get you there, to the right emotional place. But a lot of times her work was so good that I just wanted to hear her voice doing it. So I am so glad it came out the way that we all want it to. And a lot of that, of course, is to Janine's credit, and a lot of it is also just to the editing and the coaching and the directing work from Bob's Ganaway as well. Um, and the writing is so solid, so it's kind of hard to mess it up as long as you listen to everybody. But shout out to Janine because I really did ask a lot. Let me just hear her delivery on that. Let me hear what she was doing. Let me get there with her. That same mental space.
Every episode is sweet and intense and fascinating. And you never know one moment to the next what's going to happen to our beloved Eva. But I'm curious, is there a particular episode this season that you're most excited for fans to get to watch? Maybe one of that you're most proud of the work you put into?
I uh I you know I tend to be prouder of other people than I am myself. I get to live in my body every day, but when I get to see somebody else really shine, that's what makes me super happy. More than just one episode. It is just I want everyone to see how the strength of Eva and how she goes to bat for me. To this guy who started out not liking her at all, to someone who really means something to her now, who means family, who means home, who means true friendship to her. So just that part of the story, when you see how she goes, and I don't want to say too much, obviously, but when you see how she goes to bat for for Rovender, I think that's really what I'm interested in people really seeing, because it really defines who she is, what they mean to each other, and what family and what home means to both of them.
I was going to say they're both examples of what makes this series so special because it's not blood that binds us as family sometimes, it's the family we find in our lives. And, the reluctance maybe of finding family and opening your heart is what we take away from watching a little bit of WondLa as well.
And
Um,
you said something special, that opening your heart, because we find out that he's had great loss in his life, and so he doesn't want to open up to any more loss. He doesn't want to open up to any more hurt. But sometimes to find that thing you're looking for, that love, that acceptance, that those people who accept you, you got to open yourself up to it, and that really happens in this series, and especially in season 2. You got to open yourself up to a little bit of the hurt to find a whole lot of the hope.
Well, I find this to be such a special series for you, especially because you have such great comedic chops as well. But this is the dramatic side of Gary Anthony Williams that we don't often get to see. And there's such heart that you impart into this character in this series. And I think people just are going to be even more astounded by season 2 of what Gary brings to this.
Well, thank you. I will say I'm going to go ahead and give the writers credit on that. Like they definitely wrote me some really nice stuff and trusted me. I actually started out doing improv comedy and Shakespeare at the same time. Those are my first professional jobs. So I've always been a dramatic actor, but most people know me mostly as comedy. So I really appreciate that, and definitely appreciate the powers that be over at Apple TV Plus, and Tony, who created the books, and Bob's, who's directing this thing. I definitely appreciate them giving me the chance to, yeah, have fun with that, have fun with the dramatic side, and still be, we get to bounce back to when he was younger and lighter and happier, and all of his craziness, but also have some fun with just the reality of his situation too. So that has been definitely a joy to play. And thank you for noticing that, Jamie.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the light you bring to so many of us, whether it's laughter or whether with this series WondLa, our hearts are full with all of the wonderful work you bring to our screens.
That's so kind of you. I truly appreciate that.